Welcome to Hardcore on RDX channel. This is a new interview series that we are beginning from today, wherein we'll probe people about various aspects, about various issues and matters that affect us in everyday life. We have with us right now Mr. Srinivas Naik. He is representative of Casino Pride. He owns offshore and onshore casino business, and with Manohar Parrikar coming with a new gaming bill, it seems that casino business people are quite angry on Manohar Parrikar. Sir, do we really require casinos? Amka zayus goya khatir casinos.
First and foremost, let me correct you. We are not angry on Manohar Parrikar or anybody.
You are happy with it?
We are happy.
You are happy with the bill?
We are happy with the bill. We are very happy with the bill rather.
Okay, then we really require casinos or do you don't require?
See, question is, I am not the one whether to decide whether casino is required or not. This question should have been asked 20 years back in 1993 when the law was passed, or 1998 when the amendments were made. Your elected representatives then amended the act. They brought the law, and as per the law, people invested in your state hundreds of crores of rupees. Also have employed directly above 5,500 people and created so much of commitments. After this, now standing back and say, does it require or not, is not fair. Number one. Secondly, since you asked me this question, let me answer you. In every country where tourism is the main source of revenue, or tourism related in the state or countries, casinos is one of the added attraction which lure tourists to come. Now there are the days of giving something addition. With the TV, a fridge will come, or with TV and fridge, if you buy, a speaker will come. Everybody wants something extra.
No, but ours is a family tourist destination. We don't expect people to come here and gamble.
Who says families don't come to gamble? My casinos are known as a family casinos, where in India, if you see the history of India, whether it's a Diwali time, whether it is any other time, the families sit together and they gamble it in a very friendly, nice environment. It is not a hardcore gambling where which used to happen somewhere else in the world. That doesn't take place in
But
Goa.
you are losing money.
We are not losing money. Who said we are losing money?
No, someone who's coming then gambling sometimes lose money.
See, gambling is winning and losing. That is a part of gambling. Winning and losing is not my prerogative, or I cannot stop somebody win or lose. But what I can ensure is a clean, safe entertainment, gaming in the form of entertainment I provide to every tourist who wants to visit casino.
Okay, as a Srinivas Naik, as a person who has been born and brought up in Goa, in a condition wherein from a middle class society to a person who now representing a chain of casinos, do you morally support gambling?
See, question is moral or legal. We should not mix it. Morally, I like any sort of thing which is legally allowed by the state. I am okay to it, provided it is done in a very controlled environment and in a fair way, is morally acceptable. There is a very, very small differentiation between a controlled and uncontrolled way of conducting a business. Whether it is a hotel industry, whether it is a casino industry, or whether it is any industry to that matter.
But you don't control people, gambling. You say, okay, 80 lakhs also is gambling is fine, 1 crore is gambling is fine.
See, we in India compared to elsewhere in the world, the betting limits what we have here and other laws what we have in force are very strict, and betting limits are very low. It's very fancy to say 80 lakhs and 1 crore. It is, even if I give you that cash and ask you to go and play, even if you play for 10 days, you can't win or lose that kind of money. Because your betting limits are very small. The smallest countries like Sri Lanka, I visited a couple of months back, gives at least 25 times bigger betting limits than India as a bigger country.
What is our betting limit?
We have got on roulette maximum is 10,000 rupees a number. Max.
So I can walk with 10,000 and gamble.
Yeah,
either I win or lose.
Yeah, win or lose.
Okay, one major issue. There is a lot of money coming from mining industry. there is a lot of money coming from tourism industry. So people are getting rich. Those people from far off rural areas come here in Panjim, they gamble on your offshore casino, on your land casino, and then they lose money. Isn't it spoiling their families down there?
You are absolutely wrong in stating this, making this statement. These are generalized statements which usually make people happy. But you come up with the facts and figures. I have got 100 people. I have got 200 people. These are the names. These families are spoiled. Then I'll answer this question.
Goans don't gamble or they do gamble.
See, Goans are basically Indians. Why should they not gamble?
But they never used to gamble before you started casino.
Who says? Who says?
They should go outside.
You open your eyes. Why should they go outside? In Goa is known for matka. In Porvorim, I have done a study. Only in Porvorim there are 173 matka bookies. Only in Porvorim.
But that is on a small area.
Who says it is small?
Someone can gamble for 10 rupees, 100 rupees.
That is the problem. That is the basic problem. The one who can gamble with 10, 20 should not gamble because it is very important for him. The one who has got crore of rupees stuffed in his cupboard, which is not coming into the economy, let it come to the economy, let it create revenues for the other people, let it create employment, let it goes to the taxation, let the government bring that money back. What is the problem?
So you mean to say, let people gamble and I will give money to the government?
No, I never said that. I said the people who can afford can do what they like to. If you want to stop those who cannot afford to. If the one who can afford, if you stop him here, he will go elsewhere and do it.
How do you know whether he affords or not?
Pardon me?
How do you know whether he affords or not? ताणे खंयच्यानी कोणाकडल्यान घेवन आयलो पयशे, रीण काडले, बायलेचे भांगर विकले. तुमकां कितें चेकिंग मेकॅनिझम आसा ते?
See, I am not a moral guardian or a custodian of the society. आता एक गॅम्बलिंग म्हणटा ते एक मनशाचे एक इंटरेस्ट असता. दॅट दे डू इट ओवर अ लॉंग पिरियड ऑफ टाइम. आता बायलेचे भांगर विकून किंवा रेंट काढून एकदा करू शकता. सदा काय करू शकता मनीस?
गाडी विकतलो.
कितल्या गाडी असतल्यो? See, this in any society, to any business to that matter, any business you do or anything like in excess is bad. We try to control it. This is off this thing. If we see somebody who is really going overboard, we make it a point that we talk to them and we try to do a counseling not to get into overboard. Anything doing in excess is bad in life. For example, I'll tell you, a sugar is a very vital for our body. But if you start eating a kilo sugar a day, you'll have diabetes. Anything in excess is bad, whether it is a love, whether it is a hatredness, whether it is an affection, whether it is a friendship. Anything you do, it becomes over possessive and then
Okay, also gambling. With this, we'll take a short break. With us, we have Srinivas Naik. We are talking on hardcore RDX. It's an interview series that we started from today. According to Naik, that Goans were gambling even before in form of matka, and if you want to blame for someone from casinos, blame it to the people who were ruling in 90s when they allowed this casino. We'll be back after this short break. Keep watching RDX.
Everybody, this is DJ Godwin and watch Beats and Tunes, the only program that speaks music in your language. May it be English, Hindi or any regional language, we have it all for you on Beats and Tunes. So once again, let's rock on RDX with Beats and Tunes. Every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. And if you miss that, we'll toss it up with extra show on Sundays in the afternoons. So till then, watch Beats and Tunes and let's keep rocking.
Welcome back. You're watching Hardcore RDX, a series of interviews that we have begun today. We have with us Srinivas Naik, who is a representative of Casino Pride. They have offshore and onshore casino businesses. He has been defending his trade throughout, even as a leader of casino industry. one important thing. You were asked to stay 5 nautical miles inside.
When?
Now right now you are not even 100 meters away from.
When did? It is a wrong impression given by some people. We were never asked to go 5 nautical miles, whether it was in the old Gambling Act or in the new Gambling Act. Nowhere it is said कि X nautical miles or Y nautical miles you have to be away from. It is said a definition of vessel includes every vessel which is registered under by Ministry of Surface Transport. That's it. That's the definition. And in 1998, I remember if correctly, then state government passed a resolution and gave a big newspaper article saying that we are giving 10 more licenses on first come first serve basis. And then within 1 week they changed, and then they said we are giving 5 licenses on first come first serve basis. That's the only thing which was said. Nowhere it is said that you have to go 5 nautical miles or 25 nautical miles. That time whoever wanted to invest, they had only one thing for them to see is Caravella. Because you know Caravella, how is it operating? It is operating in river Mandavi. So everybody went, hunted all over the world to get a vessel which will suit the Mandavi river, because here there is a sandbar issue, there is a draft issue. And people bought vessels to suit this requirement because of the existing situation. Had the government added one line there, yes, we are giving 10 licenses or 5 licenses for those who are 5 nautical miles. And one more important question. I can go 5 nautical miles even now. My vessel is capable of going to 5 nautical miles also, 15 nautical miles also. But there are two important things. If I go 5 nautical miles, how am I going to ferry customers? If the sea is so rough in the evening, you just cross Agwada sandbar and there is about 3 to 8 meter swells. Can you imagine how risky it is to ferry a customer? And suppose tomorrow a feeder boat capsizes and 1 or 2 tourists die, who is responsible for it?
That means you are not moving out of.
I don't mind moving, but what happens to I'm not come here for fun, I've come for business.
Recently you were asked to shift to Betim side. Somewhere said you go Regbandar side, somewhere said you go Betim side.
See, it is creating a controversy. We have submitted our documents in the High Court of Goa, and which is accepted by the government, and the position which is accepted by the government, we are exactly on the same position. We are not gone even 1 meter before or ahead. This is accepted in the High Court.
It seems that तुमच्याकडे इतली capacity आशिल्ली की you could even manipulate tribunal. That is why the latest gambling laws have removed his powers, and
absolutely, I do not agree. I do not agree at all.
There are instances wherein you are issued notices and within 2 hours you get a stay from the tribunal.
I have got a stay from High Court on a public holiday on a Sunday on 14th of August 2001 from a High Court judge's house I have taken. Do I have power with the High Court? That is a law. You can go even if it is a case, you can go to the judge's house in the night and take this thing. If I am aggrieved, I am as a citizen of this country, I can go to any law forum, and if I have got a merit, they give a stay order, and I have taken from High Court judge from his house on a public holiday.
Okay, let's talk about law.
And that time High Court judge called the then AG, and argument took place in High Court judge's house, and it is absolutely within law
to get a stay. Let's talk about law. How many of your offshore casinos are legally valid, did have all the licenses?
See, presently 4 are operating. As per my knowledge, all 4 have got all valid licenses required by the law. And as far as my Casino Pride is concerned, I am 110% sure that I have got all the licenses required by the law.
Your casinos are hub for money laundering. People come here, they are involved into money laundering. Lot of anti-national activities, they are happening here. How do you defend it?
You are absolutely wrong. This allegation I would never accept. There is an act called Prevention of Money Laundering and Anti-Terrorism Law. There is something called FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit, and there is something called FATF, Financial Action Task Force. Now, there are 37 nations who are part of FATF, and India also want to become part of FATF. When India made its application, why a country wants to be part of FATF is the recognized countries by FATF is deemed to be more safer place for foreign investment. So India applied for to become member of FATF. When India wanted to become member of FATF, India had to bring law in par with the other FATF nations. So India enacted PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering and Anti-Terrorism Act. This was earlier applicable only to the banking companies, where bank had to keep the KYC norms. Now after this new law came in 2008, they made it applicable to all the money transferring companies like Western Union, all non-banking financial companies, all money exchange companies like Thomas Cook and all casinos, because it is there in US as well.
So KYC knows your customer.
This is the act which is brought in. That does not mean that we are doing any kind of money laundering. If we were doing money laundering, FI, Financial Intelligence Unit, is closely monitoring every transactions, and we also have to give a report on suspicious transaction. If I find there is, though you are spending 25,000 rupees and I have a doubt that this could be a ill-gotten money, I have to report, and we have been reporting. This is a confidential report which I can't disclose, and they find out the source from where you get the money from.
How many cases you are reporting?
I can't disclose. That had come, there is a very confidential information, we cannot disclose this information. Whereas if you go on net, you go on FIU website, FIU has given a proper database how many cases have been reported by various members of FIU. We are members of FIU and we are in regular touch with FIU. We are equally conscious towards this nation's security and nation. So that's why we also are equally participate in making sure that no illegalities happen. And one more very important thing, to do illegal business, I don't have to invest hundreds of crore rupees and do illegal business. I can do it without investment. Why should I officially do every business and be called illegal?
So you are not illegal.
I am not.
You are not supporting illegal.
Never.
Okay, one more thing. Now we'll head for a break, but there's one strong thing which is coming up. As you said initially, you should be happy about Parrikar's amendment to Gambling Act because he has not put any ceiling on the number of casinos. We will discuss this point with Mr. Srinivas Naik, but before that we'll head for a short break. Please keep watching RDX. Welcome back after a break. You are watching Hardcore RDX, an interview series that will bring in truth and unmasked news, and we'll discuss in depth what is happening around Goa with people who actually are behind the news. We have with us Srinivas Naik, a representative of Casino Pride. You are very happy with Parrikar's bill because he has not mentioned how many offshore casinos can be allowed. It can be 10 also.
No, you are wrong here.
He has not.
Because in the previous act also it was not in the act, number of licenses cannot be restricted, but as a policy decision by the state, the number of licenses can be restricted. If you see the previous law, previous regime also, and in the new regime also, they have taken a policy decision in the cabinet that they are not going to issue any new licenses other than the 6 licenses already issued. And this, in the previous monsoon session, the Honorable Chief Minister and the Home Minister, Mr. Panohar Parrikar, has made it very clear and assured to the State House that I am not going to increase the number of licenses. In fact, one of the member, I think Reginald, suggested that every hub or every designated area should have 4 licenses, where the Chief Minister objected to that. If I agree to this suggestion, then I can give 4 licenses and make 10 hubs or 20 designated areas. So 20 into 4, 80 licenses can be issued. I don't want to do this. I don't want to issue single license more than 6.
What according to you is feasible number of offshore casinos?
See, as of now, there are 6 licenses issued and 4 are operating. To be very honest, the market is not as grown. We are still in a very infantry stage, though the casinos are in Goa since 1993, approximately 19 years now. But still we are in an infantry stage compared to the other Southeast Asian countries or Europe. However, there is a huge potential for this industry. But as of now, there are only 4 are operating, and probably in next 5 years or 10 years, with continuous efforts by the various operators, probably we may increase the business, and probably there may be a requirement for new licenses. But as of now, for next 5 years, I don't think more than 6 licenses are required.
Put a number to it.
6, I said more than 6. I don't think in next 5 years there's any requirement.
Okay, there's one issue about gaming commission. What is your reaction to it?
See, I'm very happy with the with the new decision that gaming commission is coming. In fact, we have been demanding for a gaming commission for more than 10 years now. I'll tell you a simple example. If in a village, if there is no police station, does not mean that all the village people are chores. Keeping police station or not is the government prerogative. As a citizen of that village, we have been demanding we need a police station. What happens with the gaming commission? Gaming commission monitors the every activity within the law. We are doing everything within the law, so we have nothing to be scared. But that increases our credibility around the world, and that is like a ISO 9002 certification. Without certification, if I produce a goods, that doesn't mean that the goods is bad or substandard. But a certification obviously enhances people's confidence in your product. Similarly, in my industry, if there is a gaming commission and gaming commission watches over as a watchdog on my industry, my credibility will increase. Though I am doing, even at this minute, up till date, we have been doing business as per the international standards. Still, the gaming commission or putting up a gaming commission would enhance our credibility.
Okay, Home Ministers, Ravi Naik, Manohar Parrikar. Who's good?
I think both are the best.
Both are the best.
Yeah.
There were allegations that time Home Ministry were charging money, underhand deals were there, under table deals were there.
I do not agree at all. This allegation will come after this regime, a new government comes. They also have the same allegation on the existing government also. It's a democracy, and every new politician or a new fellow coming will have to blame something for the previous fellow, and it's a continuous process.
So all these casinos got licenses without paying a single rupee as a bribe.
I am 100% sure about it.
It's very clean and transparent.
Absolutely.
Okay, one more serious allegation. Casino business is linked to prostitution.
This allegation was made even to Konkan Railway, when Konkan Railway was first supposed to come to Goa. Every tourism related industry, he is blamed with this. If you are aware, prostitution is one of the oldest industries of the whole world, if you see the history. But I can tell with full confidence that casinos and as a family casino, we make sure that our names never get attached to these things. I'll tell you a simple thing. If I have to run prostitution, I don't have to invest hundreds of crores of rupees and have such a big setup. I can do it irrespective. And prostitution was there in Goa and is there in Goa and will be in Goa whether you like it or not. But in casino, we make sure that these things do not happen, because casinos are the only place in Goa and in India which is under 24/7 surveillance. You can't do anything in casino without you coming under surveillance. And we make it a point that every female coming into the casino, we keep a watch. If she comes with A, and if she goes with B, we make sure that she is banned from next day, because we don't want our name to be associated with casino, with prostitution.
Are there instances happening like this?
People try their luck. Sometimes even on the doubt basis, we may not have evidence, but we simply ban those people, because we don't need prostitution. We don't have to be a pimp to attract customers. If we run clean gaming, we make a family environment, I am sure we get 10,000 times more customers than keeping it called a den or a illegal or a sort of a bad this thing. Like if you are a family person, you are traveling with the family, you don't want yourself to be caught in a den or a prostitution racket or whatever, because you yourself, if you are coming into the casino, obviously mean that you are above a particular income bracket, and if you are a particular income bracket, you are obviously a respectable person in the society, and keeping your respect intact or your credibility intact is our responsibility.
Okay, one important thing, you spoke about creating employments to go on.
Yeah.
But we see on the street only North Indians.
I have given my facts and figures in writing with the names, addresses. I have got 75 to 80% Goans. Initially when we started, yes, we brought a lot of people from outside, because there was no so many trained people in Goa at higher position. But as our Goan boys are getting trained, we are preferring to have Goans than getting from outsiders. I'll tell you the reason. If we get somebody from outside, we have to give them accommodation, we have to give them local transport. If something happens, an accident takes place here, somebody falls sick, we have to take care of. Whereas Goan, they have got their own house. They are our cost per employee comes down. Though the salary remains the same, but the total overall cost comes down. Thirdly, Goan are known to be very known for their hospitality. And Goans have got a good body language and better command over English compared to any other state people. So having Goans as an employee is always preferred by any casino to that matter.
Okay, important statement from you. Tourism ahead for Goa should be gambling tourism, should be family tourism, or what kind of tourism you expect from Goa?
See, if you must have read the papers about 15 days back, even Punjab government has announced casinos for tourism. You cannot segregate a tourism like pilgrimage tourism, medical tourism, or family tourism, or casino tourism. You cannot segregate. Now is a day where a package deal situation is come. When you go internationally and promote your state, you cannot say I have got 10 temples, please come. You cannot say I have got 5 hospitals, please come. You cannot say I have got 20 beach resorts, please come.
But we can always say
you can say I have got A, I have got B, I have got C, I have got D. Like you have got a family. Everybody may not enjoy everything. Like you have got a disc. A 45-year-old or 50-year-old fellow, or even a 20-year-old fellow, not necessarily that everybody enjoys disco. It is very personal what you enjoy. Somebody like playing, somebody like medical tourism, somebody likes pilgrimage tourism, somebody likes nightlife. Even say suppose you have come on a pilgrimage, you have come to visit a temple. Okay, morning you go, you do your puja and come back, come in the evening to your room. Then what do? You have to simply watch TV and sleep. Why did you come to Goa? People want safe nightlife entertainment. Safe nightlife entertainment.
That comes in casino.
Casino is the safest, because we spend so much money on security. It is the safest. Casinos are known for its good food. Casinos are known for its good entertainment. So if you have got a family of 6 people traveling to Goa, even only you like gaming, not necessarily that remaining 5 has to sit in the room. Even they can come, they can enjoy food, they can enjoy entertainment.
Okay, so you're going to say कि casinos will remain an integral part of the tourism industry.
It has to. If Goa wants to improve tourism and take it to a high spend tourism, see, there are two types of tourism. One is low spend tourist, one is high spend tourist. Whether you want to increase the number of tourists or you want to increase high per capita tourist. If you want to increase high per capita tourist, you have to have a high spend entertainment facility.
Okay, with this we end our interview. We had with us Srinivas Naik, authorized representative of Casino Pride. After talking to him, one thing is sure that casinos are not going 5 nautical miles into the sea. They are going to be staying in Mandovi. And according to him, gambling is not bad, but it should be in controlled manner. Thank you very much. With this, we end our interview here. Keep watching RDX.